All right. I think we're live. How's it going, Carlos? Thanks for tuning in. Those early audio, everything looking and coming through okay? I hope so. It's been a long day. I'm more out. Sweet. All right. How's it going, Jack? Thanks for tuning in. Well, Thanksgiving was pretty good. Just went over, went and hung out with some family in town, or we went out to my sister's. Got that all taken care of. Had a pretty good time. Pow. The Three Brothers RC Acis 10 motors. So we came home to some goodies. So more stickers. Go this little guy. So the Acis 10 is a short can 540. And here is size comparison to a Fusion. So noticeably, this is going to fit nicely in several builds where like space is kind of constricted and stuff like that. This is gonna work out awesome. Really, really good. Ooh. Custom RC crawlers are turning in. Me and the rigs, we're doing okay. Rigs are getting upgrades here and there as we go, so they should be nice and happy there. Carlos, awesome. How are the turkey hunts out your way here in New York? There were plenty. A few of my friends that I know have gone out. It was I think a pretty decent year. We're able to. Mostly what I knew that was getting them, got what they wanted. So that's all good there. Blind Guy RC, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. So we're putting this Acis 10. This is the 3300 kV option. We are going to put it in the 2.2 Wraith. I just wanted to get just some more power into it, stuff like that. So we've been waiting. We got teasers of these motors quite some time ago, and with everything happening, delays happen. It's just what it is. So we've been waiting for these, and they have arrived. So everything's super, super happy. And we also, Acis 10 and the Kratos 10 also dropped, and we do have one or two of the Kratos coming as well. Indy Bama, how's it going? Doing good here. Customer RC, four-corner, Sky RC. I think that's about the only one I really know of. This is just the wired one. They have a Bluetooth one out now, which is pretty cool. And they came out with the Bluetooth one shortly after we got the wired one. So that was kind of unfortunate, but it still serves its purpose. So that's all we really needed. Oh, Hound Stuff, thanks for tuning in. Carlos, what is the torque difference between the 4-pole brushless and the 10-pole? We're going to find out. Watching all the videos and stuff like this on these motors, it's super smooth startup, and they still are able to pack the punch and stuff like that. Gabriel just finished up a comp. He's been running these and testing these for a while. And I think Tom has been running them for a while as well. So. Just adjusting a little bit of this here. Just make sure everything's good. Ooh. Hound stuff. Are both those motors brand new? Yes. Yes, they are. Just released last Friday after the live stream. They went live at midnight Eastern time. So I ordered them. I stayed up late, ordered them that night. So. And the Kratos dropped yesterday on Thanksgiving, and they have all those are still. I think some of them are already shown, but he's been staggering them so more people have chances instead of everyone kind of bum rushing it there. Ryan Davis, how's it going? I'm starting to build on a Toyota cab that I pinched the front, and it's going to be tube chassis buggy. Nice. I do want to get me I want to build a full cage vehicle at some point in time. Just haven't quite got around to it. Checking for some of those high and low spots, make sure everything's good there. Make sure you don't want the pinion too tight or anything like that. To binding, just putting more load and stuff on it like that. Indy, I've been working on the V3 Phoenix, coming along pretty good. The inner fenders fit nicely with a tiny bit of trim. Nice, that's very good to know because I'm seriously considering at some point probably picking up a second Phoenix because that thing is a blast. Raymond, how's it going? Thanksgiving was good. Just a good old day. Plenty of food and eating. Wife's made me a turkey again. He does rotisseries the turkeys and then injects them with buffalo sauce, and they are amazing. And yes, anti-foams, glad you're liking them. We got some more. We might do those later tonight. Depends on how everything's going. Daughter RC just ordered the 1600 and some 6S batteries. Ready to put this G14 full force. Yes, that will. The G14. Actually, I run everything on 3S. 4S I ran for quite some time and really liked it, but then I ended up changing back down to micro Mambas, and so I just keep it at 3S. Oh, Hound Stuff, thank you very much for the $5. Much appreciated. Custom RC crawler. What foams would you do with Predator trenchers on a 4 or 5 pound truck? The soft anti-foams, 4.7 would be a good option because they are super tunable and stuff like that. Also, with the Predator compound, Halo Voodoo's what I ran was generally a white dot front and yellow dot rear, or white dot front and rear. All right, cool. I think that's good to go. Put those up there with the rest of the wheel stash. Running out of places to put things. Yeah, the anti-foams, don't get me wrong. I love the Halo Voodoo foams, and Crawl Innovations make great foams. These anti-foams, I'm digging them the more and more I take them out. And this last weekend we took them out, and it was noticeably colder than what we've been running in, and it didn't really seem to phase them at all. And just the amount of tuning options that you can do with this. Like if you want it soft, you can leave it with no anything in there, and you'll have a good soft feel. You want a little bit firmer. Like the tunability of this foam, of this style of foam, is what makes it awesome. And kind of, changing the game, stuff like that, so to say. Yeah, anti-foams, unfortunately they're hard to find. Even me as a driver, they're going fast. So the pre-orders, everyone just kind of gets lined there. Like this last one, I wanted some dual stage foam, the dual stage and the 4.19s. I missed, and ended up just grabbing another pair of soft just to get some more stuff like that. So yeah, dad, daughter, those are, yes, they are. DSRC, happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for tuning in. Been good, just lots of work, kind of wore out. This was a rough week in the shop, so I'm just sore and tired. Indy thinking of picking up a set of anti-foams. That'll give me an excuse for new tires and wheels. Want a set of Pro Build wheels. Yeah, you can't go wrong. The Pro builds, I really, really like them. Yeah, and just all of their the tunability options and stuff like that are pretty awesome. Oh, so this thing, nice, nice and dirty. So let's shove this back in here. That one's in. Okay, so we're good. I will catch up on some comments in just 1 second. Just want to get a couple started on here. If you don't have a headlamp, I recommend investing into a headlamp. These things are amazing. I use them here. I use them at work. I use the headlamps on just about everything. Just it frees up a hand, so you don't have to worry about holding the light or anything like that. And they work good, and they're decent bright. You don't have to go crazy, get like the snap-on ones or anything like that. They work great. You're wrong. I love them. They make them in all the different colors and stuff like that. But even I've seen some the headset sets just even on Amazon for like $12 or $15. They are well worth it. Just freeing up the hands, and it puts the light right where you're looking. So that always works out really, really nicely. All right. Tyler Stone, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Ryan Dave, so they make those anti-foams for the 5.4-inch bogger tire. The 191, no. No oversized foams that I've seen yet. There will be 2.2 foams, or the 2.2 anti-foams are coming. We've seen some pictures of them, so not sure it's full sizes of those or whatnot, but there are bigger ones coming. DSRC, what are my favorite tires? comping and pure performance, Voodoo KLRs are still my favorite. Still my favorite are the OG Voodoo KLRs. Proline trenchers and G8 compound. I like the G8 compound better than the Predator. Even in the cold, I like the G8 better. And you always have just other good tires too, like the Proline crawlers are good, stuff like that. But my favorite tires for pure performance, either the KLR or the trencher. Then like scale tires, I have my own fancy for those and stuff like that. Yeah, the anti-foams feel real different. Carlos, snap-on headlamps, what do those cost? About $100. Yeah, we'll just go with yes. That's going to be the easiest answer. Is just yes. Man, there's so much room for activities now with this smaller motor in here. Oh no! I did all that and forgot to put the motor cover on. Do I really need a motor cover? Yes, I do. All of that. I forgot that. Dang it. I at least need one of these on. Okay, good to go there. Servo power wire. Need to stay over here. Maybe I'll clean up the wiring on this thing too while I'm at it. That would be helpful as can be. There we go. Much better. And batteries are charged. There we go. What style build should I do with a steel V3 I got laying around? Man, I've done a lot of different V3 builds, and man, honestly, there are a ton of great options and stuff out there. It really kind of, what fits fancy, like what do you have or kind of don't have. I mean, sometimes I go with just, what I have laying around and mess with stuff and go from there. I mean, yeah. What style do you prefer to build the most? What do you enjoy building a lot of? As taste can be different, stuff like that. So yeah, there's just so many different build options. I mean, a lot of times you can just look around with what you have laying around, stuff like that. save a little bit of, and that battery's done too. Save a little bit of money with just kind of building with what you got, whatnot like that. So, okay, that is in there. DSR, what is your favorite truck that I have? Oh man, I don't know. I don't know if I can really. I mean, my comp trucks, they're just performance, and I like the crap out of all of them. The Phoenix is awesome. I do really, really like the 2.2 Wraith with all the stuff. I mean, the Phoenix or the 1.9 Wraith we just finished. I mean, it's a lot of them. I really, really like them. Any issues with the shift boots on my BFD? No, I didn't have any issues. Yeah, I didn't have any issues with the boots. I don't remember what I did, but yeah, I just kind of put them on there and then just zip them down as best I could. Okay, so we do. Oh, that would have been bad. B, C. Okay, let's plug in a receiver. Quickly plug in servo as well. Battery that I just charged. Carlos, Captain America is my class one as far as comp rigs, honestly, just because of how well that one does. That one really does good for me. Speaking of, so on the Garage Check page, thanks to Theron, we did get the Team Garage Check anodized blue and red wheels. Just finished putting most of the hubs and stuff on there, so we'll be getting some of those. I have a C2 V3. I have a few things that's just trying to figure out axles, links, motors, a few other things. I mean, yeah. I mean, I did a lot of different builds with a lot of different axles. Air 44s are still always a favorite. Just, Air 44s are Air 44s. So that's always something there. Air 45s are fun. There's lots of options out there. Do you want, just all around? Do you want to try stay Sorka? Do you want to just go crazy with it? Stuff like that. This ESC actually might be not good. Did I grab the wrong battery? I don't remember. No. I wonder if this is my bad mom X. Yeah. Oh, switch. Yes. That's why I wasn't using this. Because the switch is not cooperating. I was wondering, deleting the switches and stuff. Now I know why. It just makes life complicated sometimes. Oh, come on. I really don't want to have to mess with this switch tonight. Yep, we're messing with the switch tonight. Not exactly what I wanted to do. So in the meantime, have I ever built a RCP recluse chassis? No, I have not. I've heard about them. I have not built one, so I don't have any knowledge or any insight on that one there. I was going to do a C 2.5 type cheater build, so I was thinking, yeah, that's always solid options. Like I said, there's a lot of good builds. So that's oh, bye-bye. Dang. Ah. Okay, 1 second. We can just flip these two around. Okay. So. Oh. Yeah, we're going to have to re-solder a switch here in a minute. Yeah. Well, in the meantime, what's up, bud? Just your night. Good. Didn't kill any crazy people. Nice. Diaz just picked up a race spawn. Nice. Race spawns are always a fun one, as always. Or just get the rift. Different still in my eyes. If you're doing like bouncing and more stuff like that, rift. But the wraith can do both, I think, more efficiently. A little bit. Alex Rodriguez here. What axle should I use for a Red Cat Gen 7 Pro? I'm looking for scale and performance. Red Cat Gen 7, honestly, I would just look at getting a set of AR44 SX102 axles. They have the best aftermarket support, stuff like that. Because when you get scale axles, you then a lot of times hurt in the reliability part of it. SSD, like Andy mentioned here, the SSD Trail King axles look really good too. That's another axle because they're offset. They have more scaled diff and stuff like that. Bill, what are my favorite foams now? Favorite foams right now? I'm on board with the anti-foams. So that is my foam of choice currently. But I still have and use halo foams a lot. I don't have. I still halo foams are probably I use them more now. I just have still a lot of them. The anti foams are still new. I haven't got my hands on a lot of them for quite all of my builds, but overall, I dig them a lot. Taking some getting used to and stuff like that, but we'll get there. Oh my goodness. What happened? Now, the more I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure this is my ESC that caught fire at Crawlapalooza. So we could be in for quite a show here in a minute. Maybe that's why this wasn't connected the way um, it should have been. Yeah, yeah. The more I'm thinking now, I think this is the ESC that I caught on fire. So stay tuned. I think I have a fire extinguisher in the kitchen. This can get psyched. Okay. Whoa. All right. Oh, Brett, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in, man. Oh, missed some comments there. Woo. Alexander, have I made a video on the Hyrex cutting I talked about in a few streams ago? No. Theron got them in. He had some. He got some made, which is awesome. And I saw them. It is some crazy cuts on those things. Not sure if I have all of that necessary skill, but we might give it a go. One, I need to order. If that's the case, I need to order 3 sets of 6 Hyraxes to get it done. Also, there are a couple guys on one of the in the works. I think they do that some, so I might see what they can do for me there. Whew. Ryan, yep. You can't go wrong with Vanquish and the F9s. They're always solid. Red Skinner, I'm on board with the anti-foams. Yeah, they are under 24/7 printing production, so they're going crazy. That last one, there were 300 sets of each size, and they went within 5 minutes. So it is nuts. Dan Wise, new subscriber, look like a mad scientist. My kind of I have my moments. I'll also fresh out I got off work not that long ago, so kind of that wore out, a little dirty still. Carlos, have I had the opportunity to try any of the new home servos? No, I do not. And probably won't necessarily. I have a couple friends that run them, and they're great servo. I mean, can't really go on them, but no, I don't run them. I run G14s. Brett, so I need to make a Phoenix, not a whale belly. What? Not a whale belly. What? Or you're talking about this VFD skid, Brett? Gene Smith, thanks for tuning in. Yes, had a great Thanksgiving. Hope you had one too. Number got any experience with fitting a Proline body on a Wraith? Look for maybe the 4Runner or Bronco. I haven't. I've seen people do it. I've thought about it at times, but I just dig the OG look of it. So that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah, F9s, they're just ridiculously strong axle. Oh, Indy. There you go, Brett. Indy has a thread on his. Carlos, the SVH 500. Yeah, one of my friend Matt, he runs that local, and he loves the crap out of that servo. So, like I said, they're good servos. Just not, with being a driver for certain things, that's just something that comes up. So, not advised. This is, I just want to get this going type of thing. So these are, I use these a lot, just rounded about if I need to do a quick electrical fix or something like that. These are heat shrink, waterproof with built-in solder rings. So if you heat them up, it heats heat shrink and the clamp and solder all at once. Yes, RCC is RC crawler. Oh yes, Vanquish platform. Man, I don't have many problems with the VFD hanging up on stuff. Now they do make flat skids for it for the VFD. Yeah, I realize smooth as it is underneath there, I don't have hang up issues there. Now we do have some high clearance links on the way for it too, so maybe that's going to just help out even more. So. No, Brett. Yeah, it's just RCC is just a forum on Google. You just type in RC crawler and it'll take you. It's a huge forum for that. Does a J Concepts Lloyd body fit a Red Cat Gen 7 Pro? I don't know exactly how good it would fit, but for the most part, you can make most bodies fit just about anything. It just depends on how much you're willing to cut or sacrifice and stuff like that. But for the most part, anything, you can make a lot of bodies fit on a lot of different things. Okay. Okay. Yes. It's a temporary fix, but we should be good now. Jesus, that was about really, really bad. So. I better hold this different. Sorry. I mean the cookies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is my snack.
Alright.
I'll eat the other ones too. I got the pumpkin spice ones in a minute. I was gonna grab some Cool Whip, but I forgot.
So gross. Just take them to work and make somebody at work eat them.
Oh, I'll probably eat them all this weekend.
Take them to work and make somebody else eat them. Oh no, not my time.
There we go. That is the 10-pole Acis motor with a fixed Mamba X controller there, so should be good there. Now, I guess one good thing about the Switch doing what it did, I was actually worried about where I was going to put the Switch so I could actually access it with the interior, but we're not going to have to worry about that much. Diaz, what motor and ESC? So we fixed my, what is a Mamba X ESC, and I just had a loose solder connector at the XT60 because I forgot this. I had an accident with this at Crawlapalooza, and there was some smoke involved. And I just hadn't fixed it. I just put it in the drawer. And that is the new Three Brothers RC Acis 10 3300 kV motor. Now we also got the 2500 kV motor, and I think this is going to go in the 1.9 Wraith. We may work on a few other things. How's it going, Theron? It's okay. We need a Crawlmaster with higher amperage. I hate this sound, but I've almost got my hands on a couple Crawlmasters just to try, because yes, it does make everything quiet, but every time I've found one, whatever, since I'm not here, they've still wanted a significant amount for it, and then I've seen a lot of other problems. Now it's still new, so I'm not worried about it. I know Holmes is a very smart man, so it happens. Figure stuff out, so. At some point, it'll be, I'm sure, all ready to rock and roll, not have any issues and everything else like that. Dang it. Keep moving. Now, how did you like the, not broken, obviously, but how did you like the Crawlmaster? I mean, other than obviously, like, it is silent is a huge winning factor in those, but overall, how did you enjoy it?
I was gonna tell you something I forgot.
Oh.
The soundbar was like switching to Bluetooth today and picking up some weird thing with Christmas music when I was on lunch, and it freaked me out.
So somehow it switched to music and someone paired it?
Yes.
That's creepy.
And they were playing Christmas music, and it drove me nuts, and I think it was Michael Bublé.
Well,
I'm pretty certain it was Michael Bublé.
Well.
And I kept turning it off.
Well, like
and then I'd walk away, and then it would turn back on, and I kept turning it off.
Like that one day.
I just want you to know, it creeped me out. It was weird.
Well, like the one RAV4 that would come here, my phone would connect to it because I just looked at it at work, and so work on a lot of Bluetooth and stuff like that for people, and so you have to connect your phone to duplicate those concerns, or at least see what the problem is and stuff like that. So one time I had looked at a RAV4 for who knows whatever concern, and I apparently forgot to disconnect my phone or delete my phone from the head unit. So one day I'm sitting outside with the doggos, and my phone keeps saying connecting to RAV4. Now I know it's connected to the wife's RAV4, but she wasn't home. So I'm like, well, what is it connecting for? I was like, what am I connecting to? She's not home, so I don't know where it is. And then I start looking around. And there's a RAV4 right there, and I was like, oh, maybe it's that. And it drove away, and it lost connection. And then they came back a little bit later, and it again reconnected. And I was like, ah. So, which, I didn't necessarily have to delete it from their head unit. I went into the phone and actually just deleted it from there just to make it a little bit easier and don't have to worry about it randomly connecting. This thought's kind of funny. One of those things like, oh, I forgot to do that. I was kind of waiting for maybe like Monday I'd go back to work and customer concern of their vehicle randomly started playing weird music. Then that would have all been me.
But anyways, the sound bar.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. And it was off. The bar was off.
Mm-hmm.
I powered it off.
It's the rise of the machines.
So someone's listening to something.
Told you.
And pairing with things and
everything is always listening.
But that thing doesn't show up on my phone to connect to, so I'm really confused.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. This plug and was trying to do something weird.
I don't know. It was creepy.
Fair enough.
Because it turned on as I walked away, and then I turned it back off, and then I turned around and walked away again, and it turned back on. And I turned it off again. Like, it was not on, so how could it link to something if it wasn't even on? I'm telling you, I should took a video of it.
Aliens. Pygmies. The house is haunted. That would suck. Alright. Oops. So. Nope. Don't need that switch anymore. That's good. That's good. Zip ties away. Ooh, sorry. Get caught up here. A Star Wars fan, but no Chewbacca build. Yeah, well, the auto torque speed adjustment's great. It's more or less like the Hot Wing Fusion. Yeah. Yeah, the FOC, that is a crazy feature. Now, I think it did take me, the first couple times I had like an axe of the Fusion, it took me a little bit to kind of get used to it, but I totally see why it's popular. Yeah, getting the internal BEC part of it fixed would be to see. And I lost an interior, which I don't know if this is going to fit now. I don't think it is. We'll work on an interior later. Oh, speaking of, they're on going to mean new seats. I can just put those in there. We'll be doing that later. But meantime, that is that part of the adventure for the 90s done. Check your Google, the Air 44 I found. The Boom Racing, are they any good? I've heard good about. I've never messed with any of the Boom Racing axles. I knew they were popular for a while. I just never used any of them. Brett's going to give me an idea of a servo winch that will work in the Phoenix. Lots of servo winch options out there. On sale right now is the 3 Brothers RC Overlander winch. I think it's $49 on sale, and it is super strong. It is on the slower side, but it can move a house. It is super strong. It can take 4S direct power if that's your thing. And if any good, that's what I'm putting in my Phoenix, just to have one in there. So. Diaz, I want to go brush this What? Would this come together? Yeah, I mean, what would be good? Again, brushless. There are lots of options out there. ESC wise, I prefer Mamba X, Copperhead 10, and the Micro Mamba X. Those are my three ESCs of choice. Micro X 3S capable, Copperhead is 4S capable, and the Mamba X is 6S capable. Those are my three servos of choice. All three of those ESCs can handle censored motors, so that's always a plus. And then motors, there's endless motor options out there. You have outrunner motors, in-runner motors, sensor motors. There are countless options out there. Free Brothers, Holmes Hobbies, Tekin. I mean, there are tons of motor options out there. Yeah, and the Three Brothers one, I like it a lot. For the price, you can't beat it as far as strength for sure. I was looking at the SSD Diamond Pro 44 axis one with offset's nice. Yeah. Ryan, undo the screws on the roof and then flip it forward, but then yes, it would make it easier, except the plan already was. And the reason I got these printed is so I can cut that interior out. And I forgot that was actually going to be my plan. So we're just going to go interiorless for a little bit. I'm going to do, I'll cut the dashboard out of there and the faux seats out and do some maneuvering and get these just mounted in there because I like the the depth, the 3D printed depth of it all. Yes, I ate the crap out of the turkey.
How did it come
It's
out?
delicious.
Did it come out okay?
Yeah.
The legs are dry.
Legs dry.
I'm disappointed. I think it's because they cooked it too long.
I got one with a whole gobble of buffalo sauce in it, and it was delicious. That hurt my soul for a little bit because it was hot.
Yeah, I think the legs only work when it's fresh. So. Do you have a pair of shoes?
No, Dallas. Actually, Mom bought them because Dallas had them on sale for $40. And he was like, "Well, what else do you want for Christmas?" I told you specifically about the shoes yesterday.
I didn't want to go buy the shoes. I spend money on shoes.
Well, I can. Crazy. Dallas get she gets the discount there, so.
My pile. Oh goodness.
Oh, Diaz, you want to go with Forrest? So yeah.
Oh fuck. Sorry.
Don't break your snowboard. Oh, don't unplug that. Oh goodness.
Something. Well, it's.
It's okay. Just leave it.
Yeah.
It is safe. If you're looking to go Forest, yes, you're going to want to go with either the Copperhead 10 or the Mamba X, just for the Forest capabilities.
Sorry.
You're going to go all the way happy. Late Thanksgiving. Thank you for your live stream. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Indy, have a good one. Oh, not Indy. Yeah, Brett, have a good one. Thanks for tuning in as always. Much appreciated. Something else I'm going to do here. So that motor is in. I am so excited for that thing. We'll mess with that later on. Hood on. We can mess with that in a minute. Oh, speaking of. No. Speaking of BGR Wraiths, we just got this in a trade, which again, OG Wraith has been converted, so it has SSD axles, front and rear, so still great axles there. Has the BGR fastback cage, the rear shock hoops, front bumper, and the sliders. BPC battery tray, and winch mount, everything. So this is good to go. Super happy about it. We'll actually get it out so we can have some matching rigs. Just got to replace an axle shaft. As you can see on the box, we're probably shipping, it got dropped or got crushed and broken axle shaft, but it's fine. We got extra. We'll get that replaced and hopefully get this out this weekend. Actually, probably tomorrow. So overall, super happy with this one. Came across this deal and had just everything all ready to rock and roll in it. And this does have a really nice full 3D interior.
Your turn.
No, I'm off tomorrow.
Okay. I'm gonna go do some errands tomorrow. When I get off work, hopefully things will still be open.
That's fine. Everything will still be open until 7. Tires. All right. Yeah, that thing really, really excited about it. Just because I've been keeping my eye out just for the BGR pieces in general, but then all this and a little bit of trading, building, doing some work on another truck. It's actually the one I was doing on the live stream last weekend. Got it all finished up, got it sent out this week. So should be that should be coming through hopefully there anytime. Yeah, I already ate. I'm hungry. Did also had some nice 1.9 beadlocks in there too, so I'm gonna get these all mounted up. Like I said, it does have, so it's not Air 60, it is Air 44s with SSD housings. Still awesome. Axle of choice. May at some point swap those out for Air 60s, maybe, but see how this does this weekend, see how everyone likes it. So we'll just go from there. Those are massive. So we're just gonna yeah. But we'll go plastic. Brass here in the front. Just ordered an SX6 on Black Friday. Getting it 3 weeks. Will be so much fun to design and cut a comp chassis on the CNC. No, I have not. It is on the agenda at some point. I really, really like the SX6. The aftermarket support is going bonkers. Trial is just dropping all kinds of good stuff for it. So, yeah, it really, really, the aftermarket on the SX6 took off a lot faster than I had thought it would. So, yes.
So I just put my phone in ranch.
Yeah. It's your dog. Or was it Luna?
Holy Stella.
Oh. Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Think it's safe?
Blue.
You think it's safe? Here with my phone on her, maybe she'll come and want to lick it.
Yeah, I have.
Gross.
Want one of these?
See, I told you here, use it. She'll come to you.
Here, wipe it off this.
Oh, I got it. Now it's just oily.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'm about to throw it at you.
Oh, I'm getting stuff.
don't even mind. A dip in there. Fucking right smack dab in the range.
Oh yeah, I did see. I think they were showing pictures of wheels for the S66 already. There.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
I'm just like straight in there.
Yes, they're on those hand towels we use for everything. Cleans all the things, stickers, the whole nine. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that'll look nice on there, I think. Little 1.9 and the Nitto trail grapplers, just because they're a little bit of a taller 1.9. So see how that works. And like I said, I do like the kind of the scale look on the tires for the big wraiths. Hopefully that'll work out very good. Get these hopefully mount it up. That's gonna look pretty good. I'm gonna fix that axle still, but we'll get that going there, and you get batteries charged for tomorrow. Yeah, I careful of the poppers. Yes. So it's like, if I need to prepare myself for any poppers during the live stream, I was told I was safe, so we are safe today. Glad I was. One thing that worried. So this got shipped out Wednesday, and it showed up today already. I checked and showed out for delivery. I was like, oh crap, that's a big box with a very good truck. And I was like, I'm at work, wife's at work, and with all the the COVID stuff and whatnot, signatures aren't required anymore. Like even if you have a signature, ask for a signature, it's not necessarily required. They don't have to with those new policies and stuff, which has its downers for sure. Because like I got the Phoenix. I specifically selected signature because I didn't want it just sitting there on the porch. And I got home from work and it was just sitting on the porch. So one of those things. Luckily, she came home during lunch, and I think it had just got delivered. So I was able to get it inside, not have to worry about getting stolen or anything like that. Because unfortunately, it's that time of year, and package thieves are already out in full swing, and it's sad to me that you do that. You don't know you don't know what's in there. Like that could have been someone's medicine. Insulin for the month or whatever, and you just took it from them for no reason. And it's not like not like you take it back. You're just gonna keep it or throw it in the trash. So, it's the tattoo on my forearm. Right there. It's for Lincoln Park. Didn't think that through. Didn't. Dang. So this is why pay attention when you're doing stuff. I'm pretty sure I have to review those now. Indiana, Phoenix came. It wouldn't leave until I signed for it. They left one of those tags in the door. I signed it, and they delivered the next thing. See, I would have been okay with that too, or even saying they couldn't deliver it, um, and I would need to pick it up. But then it specifically said signature required, and it said they signed for it. No one signed for it. They signed for it. It was sitting on the porch when I got home. So I was kind of upset with that one, but luckily nothing. Luckily nothing happened. Oh, sorry. 1 second. There, stuff's not loading. Oh, those pliers work really good. Pinching the body, I see. Oh, that one. For the Mandalorian, the Mythosaur symbol, Star Wars. Before it was cool. Before it was a TV show, which is still awesome. But before then, got several years back now. I need to find a good local artist again. Most of the guy had most of my tattoos done when I was going through and starting to get stuff. He is actually retired, so finding a tattoo artist is one thing that's kind of kind of important. You kind of keep that going. Um, there were lots of good ones here. I just haven't got a hold of a good one, and got that tattoo relationship going. So in the meantime, I'll have talked to a few. So we really just need to. I was actually working on starting sleeves and stuff, and then the world happened and put a pause on a lot of that stuff. So luckily, things are getting back to normal. So should be good to go here soon, because it has been I've been overdue for tattoos for several years now. Definitely want to get some work done, get some things finished up, get a couple things fixed. So all in good time. Theron, did you get your any of your Acis motors put in? If you're still watching, at 3300, it's nuts. By the way, oh yeah. Did you put it in the 6x6 or one of the other ones? That's why I was like, fair enough. I'll allow it. That was a good reason to be late if you're putting in motors. Fair enough. Valid point. Six by six, nice. That's a good fit for that motor too. That is a very good fit for that motor. I kind of contemplated putting the Acis in the 6x6 and then putting the Kratos, the 3800 Kratos, in the Wraith, but I decided not to. Plus, I was like, we're just gonna. That's just more work I don't want to do. Is your Forerunner, the RC 4 drive, is it arrived yet, or is that next week? That is another thing. We'll be doing some probably this weekend. Get some videos. This is no longer the VS410 Pro. That is an RC 4-wheel drive Trail Finder 2. Swap the body over just because I like that body a lot, and I'm going to use it. So we went leaf spring, and that's what we're going to do for some Class 0. Started getting some mods done on it. Just kind of getting that hang of leaf springs and figure all of that stuff out and go from there. These are really nice bead locks. I can't believe I'm getting these real sneaky. There we go. I want a 6x6. Yes, the 6x6s, they're fun. 6s, it does not get driven very much at all, but it is so fun when it comes out. It's just one of those trucks. It's like you have to have one, even though you don't drive it very much or very often or anything like that. It's just one that you have to have it. I mean, that's how I look at it anyway. Like I said, it is just so fun, and they are monsters. Just plain and simple, how capable the 6x6s are and whatnot. So, and then there's just options. I saw on the TRX4 page, someone did a full printed custom Warthog 6x6 body on the TRX6, and it looks phenomenal. Really, really like that style. I think I'm going to. I did a Warthog build. One of my first RC builds was a Warthog. My sister currently has it. I actually think I may sneak that back for a little bit and kind of revamp it, bring it back to life, so to say. This beadlock ring is not liking this tire. Be okay there. So, and also, if you did miss, we will be doing another video specifically on the Acis 10 install and stuff like that. So, should be. Oh man, still got plenty to do on that stuff. Blacksmith RC, how's it going? Alexander, so for a lightweight Team Garage Tech frame with capper axles, what engine, motor, and ESC would you go with? Lightweight, if you want to stay lightweight, you're going for pure lightweight build. You're going to go with something small like a Crawlmaster Mini, Mamba Micro X, or if you can find one like a Sidewinder 2 ESC, and then you'll probably want to go with some form of outrunner motor, just because they are smaller, less weight, still plenty of power, high torque, stuff like that. And if you're looking to stay truly, truly lightweight build, that's what you're going to be looking for. But an outrunner, you're going to have the sound. So, Blacksmith built an SCX10, OG 6x6, nice. Short shocks in the rear worked upgrade. Yes. Actually, I just did. It was the 10-2 6x6 in the G-Speed V3. So really liked it. I just stayed with 90mm shocks on that build. So didn't go too crazy, but it was able, it dropped it down quite a bit. So helped out a lot there. Came out really good. Maybe someday I'll get one of those like the beadlock helpers. Nice. That went very well. What's the best wheelbase? I mean, I don't know if you could go with a best wheelbase, and everyone's gonna have their preference, stuff like that. I mean, there are common wheelbases, depending on if you're comping, like what class you're looking for or what type of build you're looking for. Class 1, I prefer a little shorter wheelbase, about 11.4, 11.5 is my preferred wheelbase for a Class 1. Class 2, I like 12.5 to 12.75 for that wheelbase. Class 3, 12.5 to 13. Somewhere in there is my preferred wheelbases. Are they the best? I don't know. I just like them, and they do well for me and my driving. So that's how I handle those ones. This thing has draft tags on it too. Those are nice. Yeah, 90mm shock is generally your common. Portals, I will run 80mm shocks on anything portal. And this is just about just gets everything that much lower. Yeah, never ran class 1, so 12 through 13. Yep, I mean that's solid for sure there. Dang, Theron, I should have just came over and grabbed that axle before I started. Okay, so I have to fix an axle shaft to that, but most part that's going to look pretty gosh darn good. For him. And axle shaft, I'll be able to swap that out at. Oh, it's all right there, and you don't have to, dude. It's 8:30, and you don't have to bring it over tonight if you don't feel like it. It won't take long to swap out tomorrow. Sorry, we're texting, messaging me, so sometimes it's just easier to respond through video than anything else. But overall, let's see. This came with electronics, and it should have had, or it does have a X in it. I couldn't read the kV rating, but there is a Castle slate motor in there. And a HV JX 46 kg servo. Pretty decent servo there. And that's really loud. I think we have a little tight mesh. Overall, it works. A little fine end tuning from there, and it'll be good to go. I will work on more of that later tonight. I'm not too worried about that stuff right now. Okay, I might pick up, these are metal panels, so I might pick up some different ones from that later on, just a little bit of a different paint or anything like that. Or we could just pick up some regular stock panels. None of that's honestly too big of a deal. Let's get this in there. This cage is awesome until you need to fit your finger somewhere. There we go. It is super small. Aha. Just to hold it down. Perfect. I have one more. I do have one more. Even more perfect. Sweet. Perfect. That's alive. Good to go. I need to figure out what that air beep was too. Whoa. Oh yes, Diaz. Yeah, 6x6s aren't bad. Building from scratch, especially if you're already doing on already like an LCG chassis like the G Speed. I think there are a couple others out there now. It really, when it comes to building, it's really not much. You can start simple. I mean, you can go super simple. An axial 3-gear transmission. You can pick them up used between $20 to $50, or even new $50. Get a couple Air 44s, some pass-through axles, and those done, and then just some custom 6x6 links, and they're out there from again a variety of companies, and that's your hard part. It's just that really, and the 6x6 is no different than 4x4, just adding a pass-through axle and a little bit longer. Diaz, what truck would be good for Class 1? Like an RTR class truck, Class 1. You want to make an RTR into Class 1, or look into this is my Class 1 truck right here. This is a G Speed V1C1. Hasn't been out lately since the last comp. It's been getting a few upgrades here and there. But this was at one point in time SCX based. We have a Team Grauchek Ford motor mount or a Team Grauchek transfer case in the works Ford motor mount, low pro, stubby, yellow jacket, servo mounts, and these are just AR-44s with SSD diamond housings, some high clearance links. Don't take the body off. But here is stay. Here's my class 1 with all of its wiring mess and whatnot. But this gets it done for me. And this truck is one of the reasons that I am class 1 is my strongest class as far as competing. Truck does just great. It's not much to it when you actually look at it. Like it's pretty simple. Like it's there. Little bits here and there. And there's so much information stuff out there now. So stuff like that. But yeah, RTR class 1 Element, honestly, the best class 1 as far as RTR is concerned. Because one, most of them already come with small tires, which they're still a little small for class 1, but the bodies look good. Their bodies, I believe, do most of the tire coverage and stuff right there. The transmission, as far as RTR transmission, the Element transmission is really good. And you have the different overdrive options that it comes with right off the bat. The axles are good. I like the axles, the Element axles quite a bit. Stay. Markski 2:22 a.m. here in Scotland. Woo! This live stream, man, that's early. I'd be dead if I was still awake or up that early. It's not like I'm going to need and live far away. This is true. I mean, if you want to, after I said, I'll probably wrap this up here shortly. You can. How's the steering link? How the steering link is flexed over is wild to me. How did I do that? Which on the class 1 blacksmith. The only thing I don't like with the Castle ACs is the lack of drag brake, and a lot of that's in gearing too. If you're geared too high and stuff like that. Like Castle, and a 1080. They're all there. The motors, don't really control the drag rate, but if your KB is really high and stuff like that, that can happen. I haven't had any issues with the Castle ESCs as far as drag brake, really. Minus one of the copperheads I tried had a drag brake issue, but I got that taken care of. Yeah, 1080 is a classic crawl. If you're brushed, 1080 is hard to beat for the price. Waiting on some 105s and rings coming from Rusty. Pretty excited to see how they turn out for the new V3. Going full raw aluminum chassis, 2 low straps. Nice. That look good. Yes. These wheels came from Rusty. Like I said, I've been wanting to get it. That's heavier than I thought. Been wanting to get some of his wheels for a while. And then he posted these up, and I was like, yep, I've got to have those. And he's posted up several other sets too. So super awesome, high quality work, and also like the price. I mean, you figure how much those are new, and then what he charges. Oh Jesus! You totally scared me. I almost shot you. Oh man, we almost shot Theron. He delivers in the late of night. Totally almost shot you. I was like, what?
Oh, I watched the jump.
Yeah. It's like this. That's how you get shot. I know. How much was that?
$25.
See, I want the wrist lanyard.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he has wrist lanyards. That I want to get there. Indy, real quick. Mamba X with either Castle Slate 2050 or Holmes Polar Pro. Yeah. No, yeah. It's all and gearing too. Gearing plays so much in the drag brake. On the bench in front of you, the steering link has me going crazy. I don't word steering link. I don't know much about it yet. I just got this, so I mean, real quick here, 1 second. Oh, the steering link is flexible. And those aren't very big links either. We're going to be doing some link changing stuff like that. Now in the rear there, that was like that. That was just the sway bar. But yeah, that is a little flex, but we'll worry about that later on. Looks bent over. Oh, yes. I think I see what you're talking about. But yeah, we're gonna go over it, stuff like that, just to make sure everything's good there.
This needs to go on the other side.
How many trucks do I have altogether? A few. 1, 2, 4, 8. 9. I have 10. And then we have 14 now.
15.
15?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14.
Yeah, 14. And they all run.
In a track.
And we do have a tank. Marsky here. Not sure what motor to go with, though. I did have this Numbo 2500 Mamba X, but wasn't impressed. I did fancy trying one of those newer Yellow Jackets. I like the Yellow Jacket a lot.
On the other side.
Yeah, it does. It needs flipped. Yeah. That's a boom racing horn. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Yeah, we'll be messing with a lot of that stuff later on. Yeah, next to the Yellow Jacket, as far as outrunner motors, that is my preferred outrunner for sure. I like the Yellow Jackets a lot. Now, again, as I do drive for Three Brothers, so those are the motors that I will run. But there again, there are lots of great motors out there, so options are endless. Yeah, we're gonna go through and get a lot of this fixed and just going over, taken care of, just getting used to a new rig. So, just make sure the wife. I mean, she got this off the porch today for me, so she sees everything. Really doesn't murder me. I'm still alive, so that's all that matters. Let's see. Yeah, don't feel bad. 3.5 rigs now. That's fine. Those are rookie numbers. We need to get those pumped up.
I got half of what you got.
Oh, I was going to show you something else, but I don't remember that. This spring's all almost ready to rock and roll.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
what, the springs?
Yeah.
Tower Hobbies. Tower Hobbies has a huge RC 4-wheel drive sale on all weekend long. Now, those are the soft leaf springs. I ordered those. Apparently, they will break, so I'm going to put the medium helpers back on the leaf springs to stop them from breaking.
Ooh.
Yellow Jacket and Copperhead for availability. Yes, and that actually is a really good combo, too. Yellow Jacket and the Copperhead go together really, really good. Got the little steel shock boots.
Absolutely.
It's got my scale metal exhaust in, too. I got to put that on in a minute. And cut out the fender wells and liners and stuff like that. but it's come along. I stretched the 155s over 190s. Came out looking good. You already have class 0 tires, don't you? Not yet. Well, yours will come with class 0 tires. But anyways, like I said, well, I'm gonna get going on this thing. We'll probably at some point it'll find its way to the bench for a full video as well. Blacksmith, have a good one. Yeah, we're gonna wrap this one up too. I got plenty of stuff to do. So we'll get some videos still going. Like I said, we'll be doing some more class 0 type builds with the RC 4-wheel drive. These leaf springs are new to me, so I'm learning all the fun stuff now. And there were a couple other update videos. Class 1 will get a video again because it's seen the most changes so far lately and got a good level stuff. You count the wives and kids. Oh my, I've got 10. So anyways, we're gonna call this one a night, everyone. Thanks for tuning in as always. Hope everyone has a great one and crawl on.